comes to order. This is my friend Dale Shue, who I believe has been confirmed as one of our Dr. Christian will not be joining us. Do we know? And our secretary, Miss Carolyn Duncan, who I ask to please call the roll.
Recording in progress.
Hi, everyone. Commissioner Amaro requested an excuse absent. Vice Chair Evans.
Here. Present.
Commissioner, hold on one second. Commissioner Little.
Here.
Commissioner Kumar. Commissioner McKinney. I'm sorry, Chairperson McKinney.
Here.
Okay. Commissioner Moran.
Here.
Commissioner Park. Commissioner Raynor.
Here.
Commissioner Usher.
Present.
And Commissioner Zuluaga requested an excuse absence.
Very good. Is a quorum present?
Yes.
I believe it is.
Yes.
Wonderful. Then we can attend to business. Greetings. This is Chair Jason McKinney, and this is our meeting for the 21st of November. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you all for being here. We'll try to wrap this up as soon as we can so you can enjoy whatever the fall, winter festivities can give you this wonderful evening. I hope you have your agenda in front of you. If not, I ask that somebody put it in the chat. On this agenda, we have a few items, but we ask that we have reviewed the minutes from last week, and I would entertain motions to approve the minutes from last month.
I make a motion to approve the minutes that was read from last month.
Is there a second?
Travis Evans seconded motion.
Very good. I ask for a vote. I think we have to do it roll call just because of the Zoom. So, Ms. Duncan, please call a roll call for the approving the minutes.
Vice Chair Evans,
Approve. Yes.
Commissioner Little,
Yes.
Chairperson McKinney,
Yes.
Commissioner Moran,
Yes.
Commissioner Raynor.
Sorry, my Zoom got stuck. I approve.
And Commissioner Usher.
Aye.
Wonderful, wonderful. Moving right along, we have some staff statistical reports. Yes, from last October. Do we have an update on that?
Yes, Commissioner. Let me my apologies. I should have been ready, but getting there.
Quite all right. I can
this
entertain everyone with a few jokes.
Please do. No, just kidding. I got it right here. This is for October. Now we had 39 total calls in the month of October, and year to date we have now 119 cases. We are on. This is nothing extraordinary. We are on par on a normal year. What did call my attention, this is not in this report, but about 16 of these calls, which is about 43% of our the total calls, had to do with eviction. And that caught my attention. Typically, 20% of our calls, 25% of our calls have to do with evictions, but this, in October, almost 50% of the calls that we received had to do with eviction. This morning, we also learned that there were 717, I believe, filings for evictions in October in Forsyth County. So this is back to business as usual, and it's a sad situation. But we try very hard every day to each one of those calls. We try to prevent the eviction, and several of those calls were also passed to legal aid to try to avoid the potential the eviction and displacement of these families. In the HD scenario, we are closing several cases. This will appear in the November report. I'm going to close 3 cases. Ms. McKnight, who's also in this call, will close about also 3 more. So we are humming along with these cases. Thank you, Commissioner. No, I'm sorry, Chair McKinney.
It's quite all right. There are labels. We don't have to use them. By all means, feel free to just call me Miss Jason. Is fine by all means. But I do like the title. Titles are important sometimes. Well, thank you very much for that update, Adolfo. Moving along on our agenda. We have some new members. Can I get an update from the DEI department on our new members? I will begin the update. I noticed that we had some interest in a member who I knew from being a citizen here in Winston-Salem, Mr. Dale Shue, who expressed interest, noting that I noted that we had some vacancies. So I hoped, and it looks like I succeeded in getting the approval and appointment to Mr. Dale Shue as one of our commissioners. I don't have exactly whether he's replacing a vacancy or how long his term will be, but we are very excited to have Mr. Shue, Mr. Dale Shue, coming in as a new commissioner, and he can see what we do here, and so thank you very much, Mr. Shue, for being here, and I think that once we get approval through the office, we'll get him onto the roster and appointed to some of our subcommittees. Very good. Do we have an update on our upcoming fall outreach calendars, number 5 on our agenda?
Chair McKinney, I do need to back up for a minute. I am not quite certain if Mr. Chu has been approved by our mayor's office or not. I do know that we wanted to extend an invite for him to attend tonight's meeting. So just want to make sure that before we make appointed.
Well, very good. Thank you for the update. Of Mr. Shue is not yet a commissioner, but we are very excited that he is here at the meeting tonight. So, Mr. Shue, thank you for attending.
I am quite happy to be a community observer for the evening.
Wonderful. Wonderful. It is so very important that we get that community observing to make sure to stay on our P's and Q's. No product placement or anything, but you can feel free to mention any upcoming community events. We can totally talk about those. That's totally fine. Very good. So, other business that we might need to talk about before we get to our fall outreach calendar.
Are we going to get the updates from DEI and then non-discrimination ordinance and then also language access?
Okay, thank you very much. To make sure
Absolutely.
Have those down there. Do we have an update from those from the DEI department, Julie?
Hi, good evening. Good to see everybody. Yes, DEI, we continue our usual sessions where we do our critical conversations, our equity team meetings, of course, working with our various departments on helping them with their equity plans. Additionally, we are working on some information on eventually doing employee resource groups. I'm working on that presentation. We start in January a series of 6 sessions at the Ascend Academy that I'm very excited about on leadership and DEI, which would be wonderful for anyone to attend. Invite all of you to check that out. That starts in January, and we'll be sending more information out. I'm going to turn this over to Colbert too and let him do a little update on his equity team areas. I think he had some things he wanted to share.
We have equity team meeting tomorrow, which is a wrap up for the new year of kind of what they went through and kind of a little expectations of what to expect for the new year. So that's all for me.
All right. Sorry. I will start off for NDO. We have one current investigation, which I believe will close soon. Additionally, we've had a very productive meeting with the EEOC, and we are still in the process of forming our partnership, but we have taken some step forwards after a long wait. So that's very encouraging, and I hope to have some good news to share on that soon. And I know Amy has some more information to share about outreach efforts.
Yes, thanks, Eleanor. So for NDO for the month of November, we've had 2 trainings. We were at Winston-Salem State University. We're joined by Adolfo for Fair Housing Landlord Tenant and Bob and Javier, where they represented language access. And we presented to several leadership from the provost office, dean's office, police chief, campus police chief, as well as others. And we were able to articulate the services that we provide. It was a really good and productive meeting. Eleanor and I then went to Wake Forest University, where we were able to speak with members of the Outlaw organization. And then we've had a productive meeting with Downtown Winston-Salem Partnership, where we will be working with them to get collaborating with them to do on some of their different meetings, to be able to engage with a variety of different businesses in downtown to help get us and the ball rolling to make that networking happen, so we can get more networking opportunities. And then we've had 2 outreach events that we've done in November as well. Lots of communication. We've already set for 2 trainings in January, and next week I have a meeting with the Enrichment Center, so I'm hoping for some productive outcomes from that. Thank you.
On the language access side, the Language Access Division successfully coordinated the International Village Festival. Erica and Amy were very active in the planning and execution of the plans. The entire staff was involved in various ways, especially on the day of the festival. And we greatly appreciate the participation of those commissioners who were able to come and be with us. We estimate that approximately 2,500 people passed through the festival that day. In addition to International Village, we met with NC Works to expand our network of partnerships to assist the immigrant and refugee communities in finding work. 2 presentations were made at WSSU promoting the work of language access. The second presentation also included NDO and fair housing components. The open doors for more collaboration with faculty and students in language access work is there for us. We are preparing for upcoming planning sessions with emergency management to assure that those who speak a language other than English will be served in the event of an emergency. We worked with Fair Housing in preparing a grant application to provide information and training about fair housing in 7 different languages, and we're hoping for a positive response to make that possible. Tomorrow, we'll be meeting with our evaluator from the BIC grant to review the work that's been done in fulfilling the requirements of the grant. And we want to finalize by wishing all of you a happy holiday season. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. And thank you, Julie, Eleanor, and Amy for your updates. And Adolfo, did I miss anyone?
Yes,
Colbert.
Mr. Chair. Mr.
Yes,
Chair.
Dr. Christian.
Yes, we do need to have a report from Ms. Erica Simon, our community outreach person. And then also I have 1 or 2 things that I need to share as well.
Thank you, Dr. Christian. The chair recognizes Erica Simon for a period of however long she needs.
Good evening, all. Just a couple of things coming up. Our annual open house is going to be December 13th from 1 o'clock to 2:30. If you've never been to open house before, it is the year-end celebration where we invite our partners and our shareholders, organizations that we've worked with through the year. We invite you to a lunch in City Hall. And so what we try to do is provide food from 3 different restaurants of varying cultural, ethnic backgrounds. We try to make sure we give you a good variety of things. This year, we will have Cuban food, Mediterranean food, and soul food. So that is in your outreach calendar, but you will also be receiving a flyer with that information soon. In addition, getting ready for next year, 2 things going on. Our Young Dreamers information, which you got in your packet. Please feel free to nominate individuals who you think might be deserving of this award. Feel free to pass it on to other people who may have someone to nominate. You will vote on these nominations at open house, and then we announce it. Those 2 individuals then will be recognized at the MLK breakfast which is that Monday, the MLK holiday. Then we also recognize them and give them their plaques at a city council meeting as well. So that is, be looking for that information. If you, actually you've already received it already. So we will need those nominations in by December 12th. Okay. The committee has been working very hard already on the Human Relations student banquet, which will be in February. It's February 20th. We did move it up 1 week. And so you'll absolutely get more information about that. We're always looking for people who can reach out for sponsorships. So please be on the lookout for that information as well. And that sums up my update. Thank you.
Thank you, Erica. That's all very important information. I'm hoping that everyone's taking notes so we can all be present as much as possible. Dr. Christian, looking for you for the next update.
Thank you. I appreciate it. First and foremost, I again wanted to say thank all of you who helped participate in our Veterans Day celebration, which was on November the 8th. Want to give a big kudos to Commissioner Parks and her brother for donating the coffee for the event. We served a little over 200 veterans coffee and donuts during the event. Also, want to put on your radars that after the first of the year, staff will be reaching out to you all who have signed up to work on various subcommittees as we look to start our initiatives on our subcommittees after the first of the year. So if you will, please put that on your radar. And one last point, just a logistical standpoint, we want to make sure that we approve our excused absences for tonight. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Dr. Christian. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for keeping us honest. We definitely need to approve the absences. Ms. Duncan, can you please advise us on which commissioners have asked for excused absences?
Sure, Commissioner Amero and Commissioner Zuluaga.
No. Is there a motion?
I make a motion that we approve this absences of these two mentioned commissioners.
Is there a second?
I second it.
Call for a vote. Please call the roll.
Yes. Vice Chair Evans,
Approved.
Commissioner Little,
Approved.
Chairperson McKinney,
Aye.
Commissioner Moran,
Approved.
Commissioner Parks,
Approved.
Commissioner Raynor,
Yeah.
Approve.
Commissioner Usher,
Aye.
Very good. The motion passes. We approve those excused absences. Very good. Well done. Anything else on our roster that needs to be updated? Anything?
I have something from the Language Access Division.
Oh, very good. Thank you, Javier. Please continue.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm not on the camera. I'm just driving from Raleigh. This past week, I received an email from the state, North Carolina Department of Justice, Human Relations Department, for us to help two counties to start their Language Access Division. So that's a big success. The state is seeing our work at the city of Winston-Salem. I just want to make sure you guys know. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Javier. Very good. Any other updates? No.
Chair McKinney, I have also something. The hearing board is already or should be ready already up and running with all 5 commissioners. According to the information that I have, those commissioners are Pastor Usher, Monique Parks, Ms. Reynolds, Michelle Prebley, and Ms. Zuluaga, Commissioner Zuluaga. Only Commissioner Zuluaga and Commissioner Rayner have responded to my email. I'm asking if we can have this hearing sometime in December before our what's the word? Our open house, if at all possible. So please, commissioners, check your calendars and try to see if this will be possible, so we can have this hearing. If we can have it before this year is over, that would be wonderful. The complainant in this case is Mr. Justin Lattimore. This is familial discrimination case. Mr. Lattimore was asked to to upgrade to a 3-bedroom unit after he had his 3rd son or his 3rd children. They were in a 2-bedroom unit. And that is the core of the complaint. When you make yourselves available, I will share with you more details, and also Ms. Takesha Red will conduct pretty much this hearing. But your presence is very important for this hearing. So please remember that I already sent the email, and please check your calendars and email me when you can. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adolfo. We do know that this is a very important hearing board, and now that it can do the work, because it's populated properly, it's time to do the work. So please try and meet as soon as possible. Within 2 weeks would be wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Please try to make it happen.
Thank you, Chair McKinney.
Very good. Who have we not heard from? Well, very good. So are there any other updates from the department?
No additional updates.
Okay. Very good. Our next meeting in December is going to be on the 13th of December between 1 p.m. and 3:30 p.m., I believe. In lieu of a meeting, we are attending the open house. So I encourage you all to be there and to start thinking about our Young Dreamer nominees. Just that's a very pressing matter. We want to get that as quickly as possible. So contact the department with your nominees. Any other outreach calendar events for this fall? Very good. Anything else that we need to attend to business-wise? Any new business or old business? Very good. Very good. Well, it has been a good amount of time. We are here. Are there any other motions?
Hey, Jason, I don't have a motion, but I just wanted to ask, besides the event for February 20th, is there any, I just don't have my notes in front of me, but what other events are coming up so I can put on my calendar again?
Absolutely. Can we get a quick update in regards to our next open house, which is the 13th, and then also our student dinner, which will be in January? Those 2 major events. So we want to make sure that we get specifics for those. Can we get another update?
Ms. Simon?
I was opening the calendar. Okay, just a moment. I want to make sure I don't miss. All right. So one thing that we did not talk about was the March for Homeless Youth. That's something that the Youth Advisory Council does. That's December 7th. It is where the Youth Advisory Council does march in the holiday parade that previously was done by the JCs. Now it's the Winston-Salem ambassadors. they will be marching to bring awareness to homeless youth. And this year they want to focus on young adults that have been left behind in the foster care system as well. So that's something they want to bring attention to. So you're more than welcome to come out and walk with us in the parade if you would like. Again, on December 13th, our holiday open house will be from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. But it may go a little further past that, maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock. That is the day that you will also vote on your young dreamers. In January, it actually is on your outreach calendar. The day that we will recognize the young dreamers at a city hall meeting is January 21st. And that is at 6 p.m. And then on February 20th, this is not on your outreach calendar yet, but on February 20th is the actual dinner, the Human Relations Student Banquet.
Very good. Thank you for that. It's also in the chat.
Thank you.
Those things here coming up in December. So thank you very much for that. We want to try and be attending those events as much as possible as members of this commission. So, any other motions? Very good. I'm entertaining motions for adjourning this meeting.
I make a motion to adjourn this meeting for tonight.
Second.
There's a motion to adjourn the meeting that has been properly seconded by Patrick Usher and Commissioner Dwayne Little. I ask that our Secretary, Carolyn Duncan, call the roll for a vote.
Vice Chair Evans,
Aye.
Commissioner Little,
Aye.
Chairperson McKinney,
Aye.
Commissioner Moran,
Aye.
Commissioner Parks,
Aye.
Commissioner Raynor,
Aye.
Commissioner Usher,
Aye.
Very good. This meeting is now adjourned. Thank you all very much for your attending. I look forward to seeing you at the upcoming events.
Recording stopped.